Hi everyone, I'm Sophie and welcome to Yoga with Sophie. First of all, I would love if you would subscribe to the Yoga with Sophie channel so I can keep bringing you more of these practices. Now, on to today's practice, yoga for flexibility. Yoga is great for flexibility, and flexibility is what keeps us mobile and able to do everything we want in daily life. Today we're working with three key principles. The first one is using the breath to allow the body, and in particular the muscles, to relax and enable them to stretch. The second one is holding each stretch for 30 seconds to 1 minute, which is the length of time needed to really stretch the muscles deeply. And the last one is going to no more than 80% of your range of stretch. So this is where you can still breathe easily and feel a moderate intensity of a stretch, and you don't feel the need to tense up or to hold your breath. So, one more thing, you may want to have either a yoga strap if you have one, or even just a footy sock or even a bed sock, which we can use for a couple of our stretches. So now let's get into it. Come to standing and let's get into our warm-up. We're going to start with some isolations. Let's start with some neck rolls. So just tilt the head to one side, rolling down through the center, coming to the left, back through center. One more time each side. And back down through center. And to the right. Let's take some shoulder circles. So really working through the full range of movement here. Nice and big circles. Warming up the joints and the muscles. One more that way. Other way. Circling around. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Get the breath going. Let's get warm. Now just a gentle twist to the trunk. Nice and gentle, especially if it's early in the morning. The body's still kind of sleepy and needs a bit of a stretch. And now the hip circles. So pressing strongly into the right foot, lifting the leg knee, and just circling the hip. You'll feel the hip flexor switch on, probably also the glutes. And back the other way, coming inward. Ooh, last one. Other side, pressing strongly into the left foot. 2, 3, 4. Try and get us warm nice and quickly so we can get into a full body stretch. And around, ankle circles. So just lifting the left foot, circling all the way around through the joint. You might hear a few creaks and cracks. That's okay. And the other side. Still standing up nice and tall, keeping the belly in. That'll help you balance. And now just coming to a wide squat. So just wider than the hips. Toes slightly turned out, just a comfortable position here. We're going to take 10 squats. Let's go like you're sitting in a chair. 10, 9, squeezing the glutes as you come back to standing. Warming up the leg muscles. Halfway. 4, keeping the chest lifted. 2, and 1. Coming to the back of your mat, feet hip width apart. Let's take some lunges. Lunging forward with the right foot and just coming straight down the center, keeping the belly in, keeping the breadth across the shoulders. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Just going as deep as feels good for you. Keep breathing. And pressing back, other side. Left leg comes forward, hips nice and square to the side wall. Let's go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, should be getting warmer now. Last one, and push back. All right, we're just going to roll down through the spine, walk out to the hands to a plank, and come back up. We'll do that a few times. Let's go belly in, rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Hands come down, bend the knees, walking out to a plank, either staying off on the toes or drop down to the knees, and walking back. Rolling back up to standing. And again, rolling down, exhale, rolling out, inhale here, knees or toes, and then rolling back in. Up to standing, vertebra by vertebra, warming up the spine and the back muscles. Let's go down one more. Walking out, and this time, once you've come all the way out, just bring the hands back in. Let's come to a tabletop. We'll take cat and cow for a bit more mobility of the spine. So inhale to start, exhale, we take cat. So rounding up like the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and then inhale, come to cow, arching the other way. Again, exhale. Inhale, exhale, feeling the back of the body loosen up a little bit. And last one, arching up and come to cow. Let's take thread the needle just for a bit more rotation through the spine. So lifting the arm high, keep it flowing. So inhale here. Exhale, we thread the hand through and just come to where's comfortable. If you can bring the side of the head and the side of the shoulder to the mat, then take that stretch there. Let's go again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take the hand through. And last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale, take the hand through. Back to tabletop, other side. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reaching high to the sky, and exhale, thread it through. Just come back to sit back on the heels. Let's get into our stretch sequence. So now just come to a cross-legged seated position. Sitting up nice and high on the sit bones, hands resting lightly on the knees, breadth across the collarbones, and pressing up through the crown of the head. We'll start with a couple of neck stretches. So keep these nice and gentle. Right hand takes the left side of your head, and then just draw the ear towards the shoulder, while this left shoulder is just drawing down gently. Remember the breath. Inhaling for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 4. Just keep these ones nice and gentle. Relieving any tension you feel in the neck. Let's take the other side. Left hand takes the right side of the head and just draw it towards the ear. Right shoulder, just drawing down gently. You might want to close your eyes. Just focus on the sensations within the body. And then come back to center. Let's take some shoulder stretches. So right arm comes across the body, holding onto the bicep or near the elbow, and just drop this right shoulder down. Deep breaths, feeling the rib cage expand sideways. Keeping the belly lightly switched on so we can keep our good posture. One more full breath here. Inhale and exhale. Swapping sides. Taking the arm across, holding onto either the tricep or about the elbow, and just drop that left shoulder down and hold here. Just getting rid of any tension you feel from sitting at desk all day. We want to keep our beautiful posture. It helps us feel strong and powerful. And coming out of it. Now just clasp the hands. Let's stretch nice and high. So stretch for the shoulders and the chest. Really push the chest through and feel that length through the spine. Hold here, deep breaths, expanding through the rib cage, opening up the body. And release, and let's just fold forward. So this one will be nice and gentle. Hands either here, just resting lightly in front. If you can come all the way down to the forearm or even bring the forehead to the mat, please do. Just feel that nice stretch through the hips, maybe through the glutes, a little into the lower back. Bring the gaze inward and just explore your internal landscape. Can you feel the energy shifting from when you first started this practice? And walking the hands back up. Let's take a seated twist. So keeping this, we'll keep this right leg tucked in, left foot either in front of the knee or cross it over. And then let's take this hand and wrap it around. Left hand presses down to the mat behind you. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Eye gaze over the back shoulder, hugging that knee in towards you. Just once more, just keeping it nice and gentle. Think of inhale for length and exhale for twist. One more full breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Back to center. Let's take the other side. Left foot in, right foot either in front of the knee or across, wherever you are, keeping both sit bones anchored to the mat. Wrapping the arm around, other hand presses just behind you. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Eye gaze down to the back hand. Keep hugging that leg in towards you. Keep lengthening and then twisting, rinsing out the spine. One more full breath here. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. We're going to come to extended puppy. So for this one, tuck the toes, knees can come a little bit wider than the hips, reach the hands forward and then pull back onto the heels. We want to melt the heart through the arms and bring the forehead to the mat. So it's a beautiful one for the back of the body and for the shoulders. Let's take 3 full breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Can you sink a little deeper? Inhale. And exhale, stretching those arms out in front of you. One more full breath here in your own time. And when you're ready, walking the hands in towards you. Let's come to a runner's stretch. So we'll work through the front of the hips. Right foot comes forward, keeping the hips in neutral alignment. Just bring them forward. And here we don't want the knee any further forward than the ankle. So once you've found the position here, you can hold right here if that's good for you. Or if you also want to take a quad stretch, you can just walk the foot out a little, place the left hand down, arm reaches around and take the opposite ankle. So here you're getting not only a hip flexor stretch, but a quad stretch as well. Whatever's good for you, your body, it's all about the intention that you bring to your practice. And everyone's bodies are different. Wherever you are is just perfect. Breathe into it. Inhale and exhale. Really using the breath to encourage the muscles to relax and to then stretch more deeply. One more full breath here. Inhale and exhale. Gently coming out of it. We're going to stay with this right leg in front. So bring it back directly in front of you. We're coming to half split or Ardha Hanumanasana. So here you pull back, and today we'll keep the foot pointed, although if it's more comfortable for you, you can flex it. If you need to keep this knee bent, please do, whatever your body needs. Let's inhale and exhale. And this is a good one to remember, to stretch to no more than 80% of your range of stretch. So we do want to feel that moderate intensity, but you still want to be able to breathe easily and not feel like you need to tense up. So just hold here. 3 more full breaths in your own time. And as we stay here, see if the muscles will allow you to come down a little deeper. All right, come back to kneeling. Let's swap sides. Come into our runner's lunge. Hips stay in neutral alignment, directly to the wall in front of you, and then this knee is directly over the ankle. Once you've found the position, either stay right here and enjoy that beautiful hip flexor stretch, or you might want to just walk the toe and heel out a little bit, place the hand down and reach around to take the back ankle and come to your quad stretch. So you've got that beautiful hip flexor stretch and quad stretch at the same time. It's always good to get more done in less time wherever we can. And just hold here. Let's take one full inhale. Exhale. Can you come a little deeper into the stretch? Keep breathing easily. No tensing up. No holding the breath. And gently release it. Let's come to our half split. So I'll start by pointing the foot, and then you can flex though if that's more comfortable. Let's inhale, find some length, and then exhale, come down into the stretch. Once again, if it's better for you to have this knee bent, please do. We want to focus the stretch in the belly of the muscle and just feel that moderate intensity. Whatever your body needs. Your body, your stretch. Let's take 3 full breaths in your own time. As you hold the stretch, see if the muscles lengthen and let you come a little deeper. And then bring the foot back to kneeling. We're coming to camel pose now. So camel pose, I want you to have the knees hip width apart. Let's tuck the toes under, and a couple of options here. So either hands to lower back, and then you inhale, and as you exhale, arching through the upper back. So we don't just sink into the lower back, we keep the belly switched on, and then lift through the upper back. And if you can, bringing the eye gaze to the ceiling. If you've got that, you can hold there or come back and do it once more. Or if you've got a little more range, you can take the hands to the heels. So really push the heart through here. Lift the heart, shoulder blades retract, and eye gaze high. Let's take 2 full breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Wherever you are, you want to still be able to breathe easily. Inhale and exhale. So if you've got your hands on your heels, take your hands to your lower back, draw the chin in, belly on, and come up. All right, let's roll over. Now here's where you might want to take either your strap or a footy sock or a bed sock, whatever you've got. And I'll just show you the options. So we're coming to a pretzel stretch. So here we take the ankle onto the back thigh, reach the hands through, and either take the back of the thigh or the top of the shin and then draw the knee down towards you. So if that's a little much and you find yourself with your neck, with your lower back off and it's straining your neck, you can take your strap or your footy sock and just wrap it around here and put it on top of the shin, and then just draw it towards you here and hold here. Let's take 3 full breaths here in your own time. Maybe close your eyes and once again just focus on the sensations in the body and the stretch. One more full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Can you draw the knee towards you a little more? And then release. Let's take the other side. So find the option that works for you, whether that's the foot over the thigh, reaching the hand through to take the back of the thigh here, the top of the shin, and drawing the knee down towards you. Or if you've got the strap or a footy sock, just take it over the leg. Inhale, exhale, and draw it down. 3 full breaths here in your own time. Really using the breath to encourage the muscles to stretch. Try and melt the tension away. And now let's come to a supine, single leg hamstring stretch. So let's plant that left foot on the floor, lifting the right leg. And here, options again, either keeping the leg bent and hands somewhere along the back of the leg. So either on the hamstring or the back of the calf, and draw it down towards you. We want to keep these hips square and we want to keep the tailbone on the mat. And then just bring it towards you. And once again, this is a great one for using your strap or footy sock. So I suggest taking it around the foot, so around the arch, and then drawing it towards you. Again, just a moderate intensity of a stretch. We still want to be able to breathe. You don't want to tense up or hold the breath. Three more full breaths here in your own time. Whatever feels good for you today, whatever your body needs. and release. Just give the leg a little shake. Let's take the other side. So once again, take your option, back of the thigh, back of the calf, draw the leg down towards you, and using your sock or yoga strap if you've got one, and just gently drawing the leg towards you. Keeping the shoulders and neck relaxed, focusing the effort on the hamstring stretch. Three full breaths in your own time. Staying with the stretch. So good to be doing this for your body. And release. Putting your sock or strap aside, and let's take just a twist. So knees come to the front of the mat, arms out wide in a T shape, and if it feels good, turning the head to the back of the room. And here, just really melt the tension away. This is beautiful medicine for the spine. If you'd like a little more, you can take the top knee over the bottom one for a greater twist. One more full breath here. Inhale and exhale. And the other side. Knees to the back of the room, hands out in a T shape, head turns to the front. Find the position that works for you, either here or crossing the top knee over. And melting down into the earth. Let's take one more full breath. Inhale and exhale, releasing all the tension. Now let's come to happy baby. A beautiful stretch to realign the spine, massage the lower back, and just stretch into the adductor muscles, so the inner thighs. So take either the lower legs or the insides or outsides of the feet, or even at the back of the knees if that's better for you. Wherever suits you, and then inhale, exhale. Let's draw the knees down towards the armpits. Just keep it nice and gentle. And I suggest closing the eyes and taking a gentle rock side to side. Keeping the tension out of the neck, out of the chest. Can you find a little more stretch through the hips and through the inner thighs? Using the breath to release and relax into the stretch. And when you're ready, let's come to Shavasana. So legs long, about hip width apart, toes dropping out sideways, hands resting, palms up, just on the edges of the mat. And close the eyes. And once again, just anchoring yourself in the present moment through the breath. And just observing how the body feels now. Perhaps a little warmer, and hopefully a little more lengthened and stretched. Just taking a moment for yourself here before we reintegrate back into the day. And when you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, Just hug the knees up to the chest and rolling over to one side before gently bringing yourself up to a seated, cross-legged seated position. Keeping the eyes closed. Just feel the sit bones anchored into the mat, the earth supporting you. Hands resting lightly on the thighs, breadth across the chest, length through the spine and pressing up through the crown of the head. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. I hope you enjoyed today's practice and are feeling lengthened and stretched and nice and warm. I would love if you would subscribe to the Yoga with Sophie channel and leave me a comment and let me know of other flows you would like. Have a beautiful rest of the day, friends. Namaste.